Hey guys, what's going on? It's Steph here. I hope you've been well. I know I have. Let's get into another metal detecting treasure hunting adventure. This week's video is going to take place in the woods, and it's my favorite place to be. Now, things didn't exactly go according to plan, but when you follow the rock walls of New England, you're bound to trip across some colonial treasure at some point. It is guaranteed. So in the first half of the video, I'm out on a solo hunt, and I recovered a few interesting artifacts, but mostly, as they say, I found myself because it was more hiking than finding that day. The second half of the video is where it really heats up, and I'm with my friend Laura in that one, metal detecting in Massachusetts. Now, things didn't exactly go according to plan, but I had a fantastic day nonetheless. And I found my favorite thing to find. Now, before we get into all of that, I just want to say I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season. Obviously, there's been quite a break between now and the last time I put out a video, but as I had said, we would be off for Christmas and New Year's. That's just the holiday break of this channel. So I really hope everyone's 2021 ended with a bang. Mine definitely did. And you know exactly what I'm talking about if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram. Don't spoil it for people who don't follow me there though, because that's going to be an incredible video. All right, I digress. So, ever-present reminder that I sell metal detecting equipment through the Digger's Den. Please feel free to hit me up on Facebook Messenger, or you can email me at stephdiggs@gmail.com as well. We are still taking pre-orders for the Deus 2 and the Nook to Macro Legend, so if you want to get in on that, make sure you hit me up sooner than later. And there's actually a heck of an awesome Minelab package deal coming up on, I think it's January 15th that we're allowed to promote that. Can't tell you what it is right now, but you're going to want to pay attention. So with all of that said, let's hop in.
All right, out in the woods today for the first time in a while. Well, not a while. I skipped the summer, but I've been out in the woods a couple times in October. It's November now. So this wall leads up to an early to mid 1700s foundation, but I'm really in the outskirts of that because that place has been hammered over the years. It's public land, so in any case, this like planes down into a really nice field. So I figured I would swing around here because I've been here before, found some buckle fragments and buttons and stuff. Nothing super exciting, but you know, worth another swing. I got a really erratic, like 19 to 30 signal, and just found this. It's not super exciting, but it is a pocket knife. It could be on the older side. I really don't know. I'm bad at dating these. What kind of scaling is that? Is that wood? Is that wood or bone? I don't know. It's actually in pretty nice shape. I'm sure somebody was sad to lose that. It's not period to this to this site. I'm sure it's, you know, if at the earliest, probably late 1800s, but I've been wrong once or twice before, so hey, nice first target. We'll keep going. All right, well, I moved on from that area where I got the pocket knife into a spot I don't think I've ever detected before. That is all really, doesn't look like it because there's a tree down right there, but this is all really nice and open and very flat. Has some potential, but anyway, trying to get to the end of the rock wall so I can go around it, and I got like an 18, 19 kind of signal. Well, it doesn't sound as great now, naturally. Isn't that the way of it? All right, if it's something good, I will come back. All right, well, I swung over the target a little bit more, cleaned up. Pretty solid 18, about 8 inches down, and it's over here now. And with those numbers, out in the middle of the woods, you have to suspect this, at least when you're in a colonial area. We have a chewed up musket ball. And for those of you who believe in the theory that Civil War soldiers literally bit the bullet while they were getting surgery, that has been debunked. So just FYI, not that we're in Civil War country anyway. Whoa, that's a loud bird. Does anyone know what that bird was? Leave me a comment. Anyway, nice big fat musket ball. Probably chewed on by a hog or something. All right, very good signs. Okay, well, I crossed the rock wall. I'm on the other side now, where I was before. You can see that down tree over there, and I was just on the other side. And I had said that I saw a rock wall through here. I'm not so convinced it's a wall anymore. I'm hoping these are field stones, but if not, they actually could be burials. They could be Native American or Colonial settler, I don't know. There's a pile of rocks there. Another defined pile right there. Right there. And it just keeps going. So, you know, they could be field stones, which if you don't hunt in the woods, that is basically when, you know, a farmer every year, because we would get a very deep frost in New England, we would get some rocks that would rise. And the farmer every year would have to kind of till them out of the field. But these just seem pretty defined. So, let me know your thoughts if you do hunt in the woods. I'm a little curious now. I might stay away from these. But anyway, just wanted to show you that. Thought it was pretty cool. Well, I have to say I have no idea where we left off last because I've been doing a lot more hiking than finding today. I just switched over to Park 2 and I'm at one of my really early settler sites. Right in the prickers there, there's a cellar hole. You can't see it at all. I've been over this spot a few times. I just had to show you something. This hole is about 14 inches deep, and at the bottom, we've got some pewter. I think it's going to be a pewter utensil. I'm going to take that out very carefully, but I really can't believe the depth. Oh my God. Well, I got that pewter spoon out of there. It was a spoon way deep down in there. And the spoon handle continued on into these pieces of the bowl. So the entire thing is down there. And what I'm trying to do right now is find all the teeny tiny pieces so that I can at least kind of get it looking like it used to and display it together. But we'll see what happens. I'll put a photo on the screen of how everything turned out. And hopefully I'm continuing on with this hunt because I cannot believe the depth I'm getting in Park 2. Well, the sun is officially down, headed home now, but got a 14 and 16 signal here. I'm still running Park 2, and I'm impressed. So I've got the teeniest, tiniest little button, which does appear to have a design. That's awesome. All right, let me brush it off. Okay, I brushed off that button. I don't know if you're really going to be able to see a whole lot, but it looks like it might be a Tudor rose, which is very much British. And I wonder if it's military, like Red War. That'd be really amazing. Very tough to say. The shank, I thought it was on there. Maybe I brushed it clean off. I don't know. But anyway, all right, I'm really out of sun. So unless I get an amazing signal on the way out, I'm going to head home.
Well, that's the end of day one. I know, it wasn't super exciting, but I had an awesome time just getting back out in the woods after not being there all summer because some of you who follow the channel closely will recall that I got stung by yellow jackets more times than I've ever been in a summer. Now we're gonna jump way ahead 6 weeks into the future, 2 weeks, 3 weeks into the past now, when I went out with my friend Laura in Massachusetts. Things didn't go quite as anticipated, but I had an amazing day. Check this out.
All right, sorry for the road noise. I'm in Massachusetts today on some town land. My friend Laura is way up there. The moment I turned up my machine on, I got like a 26, 27, 28. Whap whap. I totally thought this was gonna be a coin. This one actually did fool me, but it's an ox knob. Can't tell how old it is just yet. Let's see. Pretty old, I would say. Looks like, sorry, trying to figure out the age of this. Because if there's like an octagonal pattern on the top, or shape rather, those are usually late 1800s, early 1900s, but this seems pretty smooth throughout, so I'm gonna go Colonial to early 1800s on that. All right, well, that's a really good first target. We'll keep moving. Okay, so I just called for this one in the middle of the woods. I was screaming because I just found so much iron in here, and I got like a 25 to a 27 screaming on the Equinox. It's under my glove. I'm gonna let her guess. What do you think it is?
What would the equivalent be on a simplex?
That's a really good question. 80s?
You didn't find a copper.
No, I didn't. I found something better.
What could be?
What's better than what do I love more than like anything?
Oh, don't even tell me you found a shoe buckle.
It's complete.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Take it off.
Oh my God!
I haven't even touched it.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, careful, because I don't know what side the chafe
Yeah,
is
I
on.
won't do anything to the other side.
Ooh,
Are
that's
you
oh,
freaking kidding me?
Like 2 inches in the ground. And I found an ox knob immediately when I came in.
Are you kidding me?
No.
This
But
we're in the middle
there's
of
so much
nowhere.
iron in here. Look at that tiny little pile over there. Right in the center of my frame, guys, if you're looking. That could be part of an old homestead. This could have been, you know, this place has probably been logged at some point. I mean, and you can practically see the street from here. Yeah, you can see the cars zipping by. So we're not too far in the woods. That could have been an original road. But yeah.
Yeah, I can guarantee you it hasn't been hit before.
Yeah, no, it hasn't. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Steph, I'm so
Holy
psyched for you.
It's all
Oh my God.
except one little part, but I don't care. Okay.
Oh my God.
We're gonna clean that up and come back. That's awesome. That's an early one. It's probably like 1720 to 1750. I'm gonna go with. That's amazing. Oh my God. Yeah, figures, right?
God.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
3 complete shoe buckles this year. Amazing. Okay, well there it is, all cleaned up as much as I'm gonna clean it in the field. It's like 95% complete. I've been standing here talking to Laura for like 20 minutes now, ogling over this shoe buckle, so I don't remember if I said that this part was broken before. I scanned the hole, couldn't find the rest of it, but like I said, that's really early, guys. That's probably like 1720 to 1750. That's cool, the dirt's flaking off. That should have a really nice green patina. At least I hope so, but I'm gonna let that dry out for a couple of days, and then what I'll do to preserve this, or rather clean it, is I'm gonna put it in room temperature hydrogen peroxide for maybe an hour at a time, take it off, rinse it, or take it out, rinse it off, and you know, yeah, do my thing with that. So hopefully by now I have a cleaned up picture on the screen, and hopefully it's a nice pretty green buckle. But even if not, it's an awesome target. So I'll let you know what's next. Okay, still just kind of tooling around near where I found the complete shoe buckle. Got about a 12 to 13 on the Equinox, and not the most exciting of targets. It doesn't even look dug because this is so shiny, but it's a stainless steel knife. It says Flint Stainless Vanadium USA. I don't know how old that is. The handle style is kind of different though. Appears to be wood. It feels like wood, so can't be too terribly old. Laura just found one of these too. So, all right. Well, hopefully the shoe buckle wasn't just a one-off on the Colonial stuff, but then again, we also have that ox knob, so all right, we'll keep going. Well, I don't believe it, but this is turning out to be a strange day. They got a really weak 12 to 13, and it's about 8 inches down. I just plucked it out. We have part of another shoe buckle. That is very random. At least I think that's what it is. Yeah, it should be. Huh. It's kind of shaped weird up here, though. I wonder if, like, just a corner is missing. Certainly could be that. I don't know. If I find out that it's something else, I'll let you know, but as of right now, I'm calling that more shoe buckle frame. Awesome. All right. Back with you on the next. Okay, I'm coming back with this because it's way cooler than I gave it credit for. Look at that pattern on there. That's gorgeous. It's really light. It feels like it might be a pewter, actually, which would explain why it's crumbled, you know, to nothing but just this piece. Maybe there's more around here. I don't know. I'll check the immediate vicinity and we'll see what happens, but cool piece. All right. Now it's going to look like I f***ed with it. Okay, Laura's cleaning out the area. That wasn't us planting anything, but I got an amazing signal. And I've been really crappy about filming my good signals today. So, yep, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Unnecessary, but thank you. But there's this piece of plastic there, so. Couldn't be too much more consistent. Sounds like a silver dime, but we'll find out. Place your bets. It's a silver dime. She's so pissed. She like weaved this way and that way.
The only spot I didn't come was right here. It's ridiculous. I saw the whole thing happen, you jerk.
I'm gonna pick it up and then I'll let her spray
I'll
it.
spray it. Can you see anything yet?
It's a Merc. You just said it wasn't gonna be a Merc. That's all I'm digging this year. That's
well,
all right.
So what? That's still awesome, you jerk.
Yeah, silver out in the middle of the woods.
This is
Yeah.
which side are you on?
I'm on the obverse. I think it's a 41. I just dug a 41 last week. I'll take it though. That's a beautiful sound in the middle of the woods. All right, be back with it cleaned up. Okay, there she is, 1941. That's the same date as the last one I dug. This one's in much better shape, though. The other one was scratched up from being in a cornfield. I don't know if we have a mint. I actually didn't look, and that's like the one area that still has dirt on it. So I'll put that up on the screen if there is a mint there, but if not, we'll just assume it's a Philadelphia in good shape, and that was a very fun signal to dig. All right, we're here at a new spot in the woods now. The sun's going down, but we're trying to find a cellar hole to kill the last hour of the day, last hour of sunlight. I unfortunately lost my wireless module on the way in, so we're kind of looking for that, sort of, but in the meantime, beeping, because why not? And you got a musket ball?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sure it's not a deer slug? I hope it's not a deer slug. I can't tell.
I thought it was a smushed musket ball.
Smushed.
Listen.
Oh, yeah, maybe it is.
Whatever it is, it's the best thing I found all day.
I know. You've had a rough day. To be fair, though, the last time you were in a video, you dug the rarest coin I've ever seen dug, so.
And then there's that.
Yep. And I'm going to put a card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. You guys can go watch that. That was one of my best permissions. That was crazy. All right. Well, I hope you find something better than this before the end of the day.
And I hope we find your thingy.
Yeah, I really hope so, too, because they're very expensive.
Right.
So.
Thank you.
So yeah, any day with a shoe buckle is an awesome day. Shoe buckle, silver, Colonial relics, a good friend. What more can you possibly ask for? And I'm curious, just to get you guys a little more engaged, because I really enjoyed chatting with you in the comments, what was everyone's favorite find in 2021 that you had dug? Did you find a personal bucket lister? Did you get something you never thought you would dig, like I did in December, that you haven't seen yet? And what are you looking for in 2022? Drop me a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you've made it this far but you haven't already done so, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave me a like, and obviously a comment below, as I just asked. It really helps the channel grow, and I can't thank you enough for those of you who are already subscribed. All right, on to the wrap up. Okay, well, let's go over it. Not a ton, but we got some quality for sure. I wouldn't exactly call this quality. It's certainly going to go in the garbage. But our stainless steel knife, very funky signal. And Laura and I both found one, so I'm guessing somebody had a picnic there at some point. This is the best I'm going to be able to do with the pewter spoon. I mean, there's really just no putting it back together. So I guess, you know, I'll save it in a drawer or something. I don't really know. It's too bad, though, because I'm sure that just, you know, me trying to pry this out could have easily been the cause of why this was shattered, or that could have just been from a deep freeze. Really no way to know that, but it's too bad. Hopefully I get a complete pewter spoon one of these days. I've gotten very close. I have one that's like 95% complete, but I want 100%, so hopefully that happens. We have our itty bitty button here, which it might be a Tudor rose, I don't know. I used the brass brush on this to clean it, which every so often is a mistake, and in this case it certainly was. I probably should have left it alone, but yeah, so teeny tiny sleeve button, not bad. And then we've got our massively chewed musket ball. This actually came up for discussion yet again in a Facebook group the other day, rather. And that whole bite the bullet theory of soldiers biting down on bullets during surgery has been debunked, guys. Do some research. Please, 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 because there was some guy who was really spreading a lot of misinformation, and even though I had some good sources to back up why this was not chewed on by a human, he said, well, I think I'll just believe what I found online, which is just ridiculous. I don't think it's up to anybody to come up with a story that's not true just because they think it's more fun. But anyway, rant over for that. So this is something that was chewed on maybe by a deer or something, given where I'm located. And let's see, our ox knob. I have never found one with a hole that large, so I don't know if that was for a screw or a nail. Certainly an early one, because, yeah, usually the late 1800s, early 1900s ones will have like an octagonal shape on the top, but this one is completely smooth. So I'm going to go Colonial to maybe early 1800s on that one, if I had to guess. And, sorry, my hand looks huge just taking up the whole frame, but can't do the wrap-up outside because it's full of snow. This is that little pocket knife. This one's actually in decent shape. I'll probably put it in my mason jar with all of my other pocket knives because that's what I do with them. I'm bad at throwing things away. little piece of a shoe buckle frame. I really wish that had been the complete one. But, as I always say, diggers can't be choosers, and that's a beautiful piece. So that will go in my shoe buckle frame display that I am working on still. I've been saying that for about 2 years now, but sometimes it's just so hard to get around to it, and you just have paper plates of different digs all over the place in the relic room. I know you guys share my pain. Or some of you do anyway. The random... come on. God, my stupid hand taking up the whole frame. My random Mercury dime. I'm sure that was a hunter drop or somebody was just hiking through the area. It was a nice, pretty area. We were in 1941 in No Mint. I can't remember if I said it in the video now, even though I'm like literally editing it at this moment, that the last one I dug was a 41. You guys haven't seen that yet because I actually spliced up this footage so that it was a complete woods video versus just, woods and fields and houses and stuff. I like to kind of keep it site consistent anyway. So that was my, I think, second or third to last silver of the year for 2021. And the star of the show, naturally, is this awesome complete shoe buckle. That is the third one for me ever and third of 2021. So it just took me like 4 or 5 years to finally get in a good year where I was getting complete shoe buckles. So the only thing that's missing is part of the shape here. And these are very old breaks. The way you can tell is that it's rounded off. So, I mean, that was a break from probably 200 years ago. May very well be how they lost their shoe buckle. For some reason, there was a weakness here, and the piece of brass fell off, and the shoe buckle came with it. So, that is my guess. Rechecked the hole, couldn't find the other part of it, but hey, that is quite all right with me. I'm really stoked with that buckle, and had a great time out there. Okay, guys, well, I really hope you enjoyed this week's episode. I have got a winter full of complete craziness coming up, and I can't wait to share some of these hunts with you. The one where I scored, like, the most insane fantasy bucket lister I've ever found probably won't drop until February. I'm still talking too much about it, but to be fair, I'm still, like, sleeping with this thing on my nightstand because I'm so obsessed with it. I do that. I know. Whatever. It's weird. Anyway, on that note, get out there, save what you can, do what you love. We'll see you next week.